Alright, we're here for game 2. Just canceled Berserker deck, took down game 1. And Robin88's counter rebels are on the play in game 2. He leads off with a Sensei's Divining Top, and it looks like he's going to top during the upkeep. Means he probably does not have a 2-drop Falcon. There's a Misfail Plains for you. Very nice with Rebels. It allows you to recur them from the graveyard to the bottom of your library where you can search them back up again. Much like Lin Civi's ability, but basically at the cost of 1 white plus this Plains, so we'll double up there. But you do have to have 2 or more white permanents in play. Alright, he's going to top again. And how did that Bloodbraid Elf get discarded? Maybe he missed a land drop. Yeah, it looks like he did. Alright, well, just canceled, kept a risky 1-lander, it appears. Has drawn a 2nd land now, though. Key to Encampment's a fine card, but you do have to have some curve considerations here. The more lands you have coming into play tapped, you can get into some trouble. Alright, there's Chain Lightning on Lin Civi, but he can bounce her with the Caracas, which he will do, and then here comes a Lightning Bolt. So a couple of burn spells spent to knock out Lin Civi. Oh, and here comes Force of Will, exiling Supreme Verdict. So Lin Civi gets saved, albeit at the loss of a couple cards, and I guess really not any kind of tempo loss. He's still way ahead on board here. You can play her out just again, and with that Caracas up, she is looking to start doing some work here. Just canceled. Still got a full grip. And it looks like we're going to play the game again. He could really demolish Robin88's hand here if Robin is counting on another force to save her. I don't know. But just canceled has gone through a ton of burn spells. We haven't really seen any guys. He discarded that Bloodbraid Elf early on. I don't know if he has any low drop guys or he just really needs to take care of that Lin Civi. I mean, she can definitely, the amount of card advantage you start getting with an active Lin Civi is insane, and plus, not to mention that the shuffle effect that you get from that, with the Sensei's Divining Top, the ability to just sort of shuffle your library every time you go search for a rebel like that is pretty amazing. Alright, well, we've got a Bolt, Caracas on stack, another Bolt. Now we have a Tundra. Going to Brainstorm here. No, he's going to top. See if he can find anything. I guess if he has a Force of Will somewhere, he can tap the top, go into it. But, I mean, he is really, really putting his whole hand into preserving this Lin Civi. Alright, well, Lin Civi is going down. So, just canceled has accomplished that much. Lin Civi down. But again, we've got a top active here. Robin88 should be able to start digging to something else. But just canceled. Still got a pretty full grip of cards in his hand. So he's been drawing all spells. And now we got a Falcon. And that Falcon, with 1 more mana, well, of course, he's got Summoning Sickness here. So next turn, the Falcon will be able to search up another copy of Lin Civi, if Robin88 so desires. Probably not a bad move, that force to save the Lin Civi, given that the Supreme Verdict not going to do a hell of a lot of work. Really not in this matchup at all, given the amount of haste that just canceled has got on his side with those Berserkers. Okay, he's going to draw something with the top. Or Motion Sergeant? Surely not. I don't know what he drew with that top, but doesn't seem worth sending your draw stat back just to Get on. Well, I mean, maybe I guess the Remotion Sergeant can't search up a Linsivvy, so um, it's not like he has any redundancy here against the removal. That you still just kill the Falcon if you're going to kill anything. Oh, nice. Searing Blaze on the Falcon. Very good. Okay, I see what he did now. He's got 2 white permanents out. It's to activate the Misveiled Plains. That's why he blew the top to get that Remotion Sergeant in play. So that put his Linsivvy back into the deck. But he still can't search it out with a Remotion Sergeant. So far, Game 2 here has been entirely the battle of Linsivvy. Alright, here's Training Grounds. This is, I had not seen this deck play prior to the finals, but you could have expected this. Training Grounds is extremely popular in Blue-White Rebels in Tribal Apocalypse, as it really powers up all these guys. Meant, of course, for the level-up guys from Rise of Eldrazi, but still pretty insane with all these guys, really allowing you to net mana, more or less. Instead of spending 3 to search out a CMC2 card, you're spending 1. So you're not only getting card advantage, you're getting mana advantage as well. Alright, here comes the Jund Hackblade, but it will not have haste because he does not have another multicolor permanent. Unless he's going to drop a Figure of Destiny or something on us here. Guess not. Alright, Remotion Sergeant going to search out the Falcon. There we go. Okay, now the Falcon can, for 2 mana, search out Linsivvy next turn. And we'll see if that's enough for Robin88 to start taking over the game. Alright, what do we got from the Berserkers? Tapping 2 for another Jund Hackblade. So they will both have haste and 3/2. But of course, Robin can bring out a couple of rebels at instant speed here. 2 on this one, 1 mana for that one. So yeah, very easily. Oh, we're going to get Jund Hackblade removed with swords. I'm not sure I would have even bothered, frankly. Now, keeping in mind here that with Price of Progress and the other burn spells, 15 life is not necessarily as safe as you would think it is, but at this point in the game, you have to figure, unless Just Canceled is packing Pyroclasms or something like that, which I wouldn't think, but you don't know, that the board is going to be so clogged that it's going to be very difficult for Just Canceled to get in any kind of combat damage from this point onward. And that really just leaves the burn plan. And right now you would figure 6 damage to him off of Price, but the 8 damage to Just Canceled. He can get rid of that Barb Ring, and he's still taking damage off that Barb Ring every time. That's not looking like a good plan. I don't know what his plan would have to be at this point that would keep him in this game. Again, absent any kind of board sweeper, Robin88's board advantage here is just going to be insurmountable. I mean, he could start beating in with that Raging Ravine, but getting that to the point where it can just be chump blocked every turn. Alright, so Linsivvy's ability here searches for a rebel with the same converted mana cost, and now it's going to cost 4 less to do that, so it could get a 4 or 5 cost rebel for little to no investment. There are a couple of 4 and 5 cost rebels that are not particularly great, but when you can search them out of your deck for free, no one's going to complain. And just a land here from Just Canceled. So what just canceled is sitting on, I'm not really sure, but he's got, excuse me, let's see. Is he at threshold? Okay, he's at threshold, so he could get 2 damage out of a barb ring. That would get him to 13. But, okay, Aven Rift Watcher, that's going to be a problem. Robin just gained some life. I don't think this game is winnable from this position here. I would be absolutely shocked. With that Aven Rift Watcher now, you got to figure you can get him down to 15. You couldn't even kill him with like double price of progress, which he'd barely live himself. There's really nothing he can do at this point. All right, we have a Rebel Informer. Pretty good in the Rebel mirror match. Linsivvy's going to search out a mirror entity, and that should be the finishing touches on this one. Okay, he's going to use the Changeling in combination with the Rebel Informer. Nice combo there. Pretty unnecessary at this point. Given that these guys flying here. That one has Shadow. He can't even really activate this man lands to try to stave this off. Alright, you have to target there, but you don't have to actually do it. Oh, yeah, Mirror Entity with the double training grounds was able to make everyone 5/5 for 1 mana. So, yeah, that more than did it. So, alright, join me for the rubber match, Game 3, in just a moment.